So, when the Vikings first came to Iceland, they encountered something that Europeans had never seen before. Hot pots of water that every so often boiled up and exploded into the air with great force. They called one of them Geyser, which is of course what we call all of them today. They're all geysers. Now, unfortunately, the geyser doesn't really erupt anymore, but behind me is Stroker, which in fact does erupt about every 8 to 10 minutes. There are lots of other famous ones in New Zealand and in Yellowstone National Park, but these were the first geysers encountered by Europeans. Here it is. I'm in front of Geyser, for which all other geysers are named. It's not going to erupt, but I'm going to erupt in happiness. Bread baked underground at Lagervatten. The Vikings who came to Iceland were the first humans to ever visit that land, and they didn't start arriving until 874. And it would be more than 400 years later that the first Polynesians would become the first humans to visit New Zealand, or as they called it, Aotearoa. These Polynesians developed into the Maori that still live there today. And the geysers that they found in New Zealand were probably the last geysers ever discovered by human beings. For our last stop, let's see some geysers that humans have been visiting for at least 11,000 years. Here's some more geysers in Yellowstone National Park. Hey, I'm standing in front of Giant Geyser, not too far from Old Faithful. So the space between Old Faithful and where I'm standing now represents the greatest concentration of springs and geysers anywhere in the world. That's just one of Yellowstone's many incredible claims to fame. Now, some of them are super predictable and they go off regularly. Old Faithful goes off about 20 times a day. Some of them go off every, couple times a month, and the one behind me last went off in 2019, so far less frequently, but all of them do erupt from time to time. Look at the geyser. Old Faithful.